From the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, August 28th of 2024. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, the deaths of 2 babies at the General Hospital triggers internal investigation. Sybil Francis sworn in as the National Democratic Congress new senator to replace Jonathan Lacrette. And Prime Minister leads trade and investment mission to Guyana. In regional news, St. Lucia's education minister announces math initiative following CXC's failing grades report. While internationally, UN chief warns that surging seas are coming for us all. And coming up in sports, Falcons and Patriots to clash in Republic Bank CPL opener tomorrow. We'll have all the details for you right after this break.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. The Ministry of Health has launched an investigation into the recent deaths of 2 young children at the General Hospital, expressing deep sorrow and offering condolences to the grieving families. We get the details in this Nisha Paul report.
In a statement released on social media Wednesday, the ministry addressed the tragic events and acknowledged concerns about potential medical negligence linked to deaths of the infant and toddler. Emphasizing the importance of patient safety and well-being, the ministry confirmed that an internal review of both incidents is already on the way. The announcement follows public outrage from a St. David's family after their 7-month-old baby girl died last Tuesday, 3 days after being admitted to the pediatric ward at the General Hospital for an internal fever diagnosed by a private doctor. This death occurred 1 day after a 2-year-old reportedly died while waiting for care at the Accident and Emergency Department. As part of the investigation, the ministry said it has reviewed video footage from the Accident and Emergency Department, which it says shows that healthcare providers on duty followed standard protocols and procedures for medical emergencies. Additionally, autopsies and detailed medical reports have been requested to better understand the circumstances surrounding both deaths. However, the ministry noted that it cannot comment specifically on the cases due to legal restrictions regarding the sharing of patients' medical information. While acknowledging the challenges faced in healthcare delivery, the ministry reaffirmed its commitment to improving the quality of healthcare at all facilities. The statement concluded by reassuring the public that the ministry is dedicated to upholding the highest standards in healthcare and expressed heartfelt condolences to the affected families during this difficult time. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
Police have confirmed the identity of the badly decomposed body found in bushes behind the pool in Ladigue St. Andrew on Tuesday. The Royal Grenada Police Force disclosed in a press statement on Wednesday that the body has been identified as 63-year-old Trevor Peters, a former resident of Ladigue. The discovery was made around 11 a.m. on Tuesday by John Peters, a local resident who routinely tends to the property belonging to the family of the late Lloyd St. Louis. The RGPF is now investigating the circumstances surrounding Trevor Peters' death, and a post-mortem is scheduled to determine the cause of death. The commissioner and members of the RGPF have extended their condolences to the family and loved ones of Trevor Peters. Sybil Francis, a seasoned youth parliamentarian, has been appointed to serve as a senator in Grenada's upper house of parliament. The new senator has also been appointed as junior minister of youth and sports. Rena Pierre-Thomas has the story.
Grenada's newest Senator, Sybil Francis, who was also appointed Junior Minister for Youth and Sports, exuded youthful exuberance and strong enthusiasm to serve in her new role as she was sworn in on Tuesday morning in the presence of Acting Governor General Tillman Thomas. Francis, who holds a Bachelor of Science degree, has extensive experience in parliamentary proceedings. She served as a youth parliamentarian from 2007 to 2023, holding various positions such as Speaker of the House, Prime Minister, Opposition Leader, and Parliamentary Clerk. Speaking to GBN, Senator Francis expressed her readiness to give back to the country.
What I can tell you is that the records show that I have been on the ground, humanitarian by nature, and I plan to continue doing just that, serving the people, and I believe that I was placed on this earth and in this position for a reason, and I intend to fulfill that. So all I can tell you is to stay tuned, and you will be able to see some of the plans and some of the things that I will be able to tackle. But I will continue to serve as diligently as I have been outside of this position.
Francis, a resident of St. Patrick, will be working closely with Acting Minister for Sports, Delma Thomas. Her first session in the upper house is scheduled for this Friday.
Let's just take it one step at a time. What I can say for now is that I will be participating in the Senate sitting on Friday. There are lots of areas to be tackled within the ministry in youth development in general. So just want to take a moment to take it all in and then strategize.
In his remarks, Acting Governor General Tillman Thomas congratulated Francis on her achievement and reminded her of the significance of her role.
Parliament is a very important institution within our democratic setting, and Senator Francis, you have been called to serve at the parliamentary level. With your determination, I know you would make it. Forward to your participation in the debate in the Senate, debating the issues of national importance. Parliament is central to our democratic setting, and the administration of the affairs of the state of Grenada are going to demand.
Francis will be replacing former Senator for Youth Jonathan Lacret, who was removed from this position by Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell weeks ago. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Now, GBN brings you coverage of this year's Republic Bank CPL. There'll be some adjustments to our programming lineup on Thursday the 29th and Friday the 30th of August 2024. Transitions will be aired at 5:05 p.m. GBN TV News will be at 6 o'clock p.m. and repeated right after the CPL match. Transitions will be rebroadcast after the GBN News repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with sports coverage. This is News at 7. Coming up, delayed reopening to schools on the Sister Isles and Grenada Cultural Foundation, GCF, to conduct strategic review of Spice Mass 2024. Stay with us.
Your August is about to get awesome. At Ariza, from now to September 30th, you can get a loan up to the value of $25,000, $35,000, or $50,000. Awesome! You think that's all the awesomeness? Apply and get your loan in no time. Awesome! Now you can graduate, celebrate, rejuvenate, and send your kids through the school gate looking awesome. Join today, or members come in to access your awesome August loan. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Trust me, things are about to get awesome.
Evelyn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs.
They burn less energy, right?
Much less. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
And Grenlec is always advising us not to open the fridge too often.
That's right. And my family washes and irons in bulk.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Yes, we have rebranded and we are now called Bee's Crispy Chicken, serving you authentic, well-seasoned fried chicken using our own secret recipe. Unlike Tom Jones and Uncle Sam, we use a blend of local herbs and spices to give you, our valued customers, delicious fried and grilled chicken at an affordable price. Our menu includes chicken and chips, wraps, salads, hamburgers, chicken burgers, fried and grilled fish, your favorite ice cream flavors, and much more. You can find us at XL Plaza Grandans and our 2 express outlets at Granby Street, St. George's and Jubilee Street, St. Andrew. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Order online via Yogo or call 403-8003 to order in advance. Bee's Crispy Chicken. For us, by us.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Andy Williams, has been appointed acting Prime Minister in the absence of Deacon Mitchell, who left the island earlier today to attend a tourism, trade and investment mission in Guyana. The mission is being spearheaded by the Grenada Tourism Authority, or the GTA, in collaboration with the Grenada Chamber of Industry and Commerce, GCIC. Nisha Paul reports.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is leading a delegation that includes 2 of his cabinet colleagues, Minister for Economic Development, Planning, Agriculture and Lands, Forestry, Marine Resources and Cooperatives, Lennox Andrews, and Minister for Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture, Adrian Thomas, to the Tourism, Trade and Investment Mission, which commenced in Guyana on Tuesday. According to a press release issued, stakeholders in the tourism and trade sectors of both nations will be engaged in meaningful exchanges, including a trade expo, business forum, and the Taste of Grenada event, all of which promote Grenada. This mission precedes the launch of a direct inter-Caribbean flight between Grenada and Guyana, which will operate once weekly on Saturdays starting September 28. According to the government, this initiative underscores its commitment to improving interregional travel and demonstrates a significant step towards enhancing the economic and social connections between Guyana and Grenada as the government seeks to strengthen bilateral relations. Prime Minister Mitchell is scheduled to return on Thursday following participation in the business forum. For GBN News, Nisha Paul.
The aftermath of Hurricane Beryl continues to impact recovery efforts in Carriacou, Petit Martinique, leading to a delay in the reopening of schools. Education Minister David Andrew confirmed this on Wednesday, noting that further details on the postponed reopening will be provided during a press briefing scheduled for Thursday. Earlier this month, Minister Andrew indicated that the intention was to resume school operations in Carriacou and Petit Martinique simultaneously with mainland Grenada. He did, however, state that the possibility of a delay existed.
The target is to resume school in September. We're targeting the opening dates. It's probably a bit ambitious, but we prefer to aim for the stars, and in case we miss, we might hit a top cloud. So we are going in that direction, and the stakeholders, they are aware that it might mean we could have a delay or two, a couple of weeks, but we are not aiming for that.
The initial strategy involved prioritizing repairs to schools that had sustained less damage. The approach was intended to ensure that the reopening could proceed as smoothly as possible.
There are a number of schools that have had less damage in Carriacou and Petit Martinique that are more easily repairable. So among them, Leicester, Rosary, Havyvale Primary, Hillsborough Primary, St. Thomas Aquinas. Those schools, we are prioritizing their repairs. Additionally, the two secondary schools, Bishop's College and Hillsborough Secondary, they are going to be repaired. Fortunately for us, we have funding associated with Bishop's College that would allow us to be able to quickly do the repairs there.
Minister Andrew said although the proposal was brought forward to have the students on the Sister Isles brought to Grenada for the resumption, almost all of the stakeholders opted to remain in Carriacou and Petit Martinique.
While there was a suggestion that we were open to moving students onto the mainland, all of Carriacou and Petit Martinique overwhelmingly wanted to remain on Carriacou and Petit Martinique to resume school. From education officials all the way down to students, we engaged all of those stakeholders, many of them parents and all, and they were all interested in remaining on Carriacou to resume school.
The forthcoming briefing is expected to offer a comprehensive update on the revised timeline and the steps being taken to address the remaining issues. He gave assurances that the delay will not be lengthy. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is urging Grenadians, especially those residing in the constituencies represented by the members of the opposition, to consider better representation.
And so I want to say to the citizens of Grenada, and in particular to the citizens who reside in St. George Northwest, in St. Mark, in the town of St. George, in St. Andrew Northeast, and St. Andrew Southeast, that you deserve better. I want the citizens in those constituencies to pay attention to the kind of representation that you are not getting in the House of Parliament.
His comments followed the walkout staged by members of the opposition during Tuesday's sitting of the House of Representatives. The Prime Minister said, given that Tuesday's sitting was the first for the House of Representatives since the passage of Hurricane Beryl, he was especially disappointed in the opposition members' lack of participation.
I too will join the chorus in wrongly condemning the display by the Father of the House and his children in walking out on today's proceedings, especially in light of the fact that this is the first time that the House is sitting since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The passage of Hurricane Beryl represents and is the single biggest challenge that the nation of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique has faced in the last 2 decades. And one would have thought, given that they fought hard, campaigned relentlessly to get this job, which is the job to come to this House, to represent the people who put their confidence in you, that the least you would do is to pay them the respect by remaining in the House and contributing towards the debate on what is perhaps the most seminal act that we can do as parliamentarians in passing a supplementary budget.
The Grenada Cultural Foundation, GCF, will conduct a strategic review of Spice Mass 2024 and the island's carnival product overall.
The Grenada Cultural Foundation has been asked by the Minister for Culture to stage a strategic review of Carnival, the Carnival product, as well as Carnival 2024. So we will be able to have a structured dialogue with the stakeholders of Carnival at the end of September, and hopefully come up with a blueprint for the kind of Carnival that we want, what the product should be, and what is required to take it to where we want to.
That was Chairman of the Grenada Cultural Foundation, Christopher DeRiggs, speaking on Monday's GBN Beyond the Headlines program. He acknowledged that although dubbed a success, Spice Mass 2024 was marred by several recurring complaints, including the late start of some major events.
There were problems, and I think that it is fair in any objective evaluation of what transpired. One has to admit that the problems did not arise in 2024, right? We have seen the problems in the making for a long time now, and after every carnival, we do a kind of ritualistic review without coming up with things that actually we work on, and we take things to a higher level. It's a kind of empty ritual. Hopefully, this time around, we can do better.
His comments align with a suggestion by former SMC Chairman Arlie Gill, who attributed the many challenges faced to a lack of organizational structure.
A lot of the developmental work that needs to be done to put on the portrayals of Carnival, Spice Mass may not necessarily have the capacity, but I envision the role of the Cultural Foundation as creating the content for that product that they put on as Spice Mass. So therein lies, there is different roles and alignment for both the GCF and the Spice Mass Corporation. One of the fundamental weaknesses of Spice Mass year after year after year is the weak organizational structures, weak organizations, weak stakeholder organizations. PAN doesn't have the issue that Mass and Calypso has, because for all of the perceived weakness of the Sylvan Association, it is the only properly functioning association. So that when PAN comes to you in Spice Mass, PAN have monthly, if not weekly meetings. They're very organized.
Still to come, the government of Trinidad and Tobago presents letters of commendation to 3 tea and tech teams that helped to restore electricity in Carriacou. And Domlec appoints Grenadian Dwayne Snack as its new general manager. We'll have all the details for you.
We are still celebrating Grenada's 50th. The historic Grenada $50 commemorative note is here, a timeless tribute to our nation's journey. The Grenada $50 note is more than just legal tender. It's an invitation to cherish and celebrate Grenada's accomplishments over the past 50 years as we look ahead with optimism and determination for the next 50. The note is a keepsake for generations to come. That's why you can now purchase the $50 commemorative note pack that includes not only the beautifully crafted commemorative banknote, but also an exclusive information booklet detailing the significance of this historic milestone. Own a piece of Grenada's history by purchasing this $50 commemorative note pack for only $80 EC. Make it a package deal by purchasing the $50 note pack and the special edition Independence magazine for only $150 EC. Beat the rush and place your pre-orders on GrenadaTurns50.gd/purchase. You can also purchase yours through the Golden Jubilee Secretariat. Don't miss your chance to be a part of history. Purchase your Grenada $50 commemorative note today.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more. draw, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
As we get ready to give thanks, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch, Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch, Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Crusoe, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King, Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $60 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
Property and health back in the dressing room, retired hurt. What if has taken 3 quick wickets. It's 244 over 7 and family needs 6 off the last ball for victory. And it's Demerara Mutual that comes to the crease. A strong, dependable player, a known big hitter in the game. What if comes in from the top of his mark. It's full-on leg stump. Demerara Mutual comes down the wicket and it's over long on for 6. Family wins the game. Property, health, income, and the entire team are ecstatic as Demerara Mutual has come to the rescue yet again. Credit to Dem for coming through when it mattered most.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
The 3 TN Tech teams that helped to restore electricity in Carriacou following the devastation left in the wake of Hurricane Beryl have been given letters of commendation from Trinidad and Tobago's Public Utilities Minister, Marvin Gonzalez.
That helped to restore electricity on the hurricane-battered island of Carriacou have been given letters of commendation from Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez. During a simple ceremony, Minister Gonzalez said immediately following the passage of Hurricane Beryl, WASA and TNTech crews sprung into action to restore both water and electricity to areas that would have been affected in both Tobago and Trinidad. But he said the 3 teams that ventured to the devastated island of Carriacou must be commended for going above and beyond the call of duty.
And if you listen to the conversation in Trinidad and Tobago, you will believe that every single thing that happened here is wrong. It is as though we refuse to recognize our strengths, and we refuse to recognize the men and the women who work so hard to make our lives far better than so many places on the face of the earth. And what you have done over the last month, as we approach independence, indeed, we should hold our head high and say God truly blessed Trinidad and Tobago.
TNTEC's General Manager Curvis Francois applauded the cruise, noting that they gave a sense of hope to the hundreds of citizens on the island.
The arrival of TNTEC in force meant hope for the people of Carriacou. And 4 weeks later, that hope was realized. When they brought on a street light in a community, one of the customers brought tears of joy came out. Just one street light. But 4 weeks later, when we left, 90% of the electrical grid, the HV grid, was repowered.
The board of directors of the Dominica Electricity Company, or DOMLEC, has appointed Grenadian Dwayne Sinak as the company's new general manager. Mr. Sinak, an accomplished electrical engineer with extensive experience in the power systems sector, will assume his role on September 2nd, 2024. As an electrical engineer, Sinak worked in various departments within GRENLEC, Grenada's electricity company, starting in generation, and since then has held several management positions, including system control manager and generation manager. Stay with us. We'll have your regional and international news right after the break.
Over the years and presently, customers have been winning exciting prizes while ensuring that benefits are realized for all Grenadians by supporting the games of the National Lotteries Authority.
I am Patrick Simmons, former Minister for Sports and National Athlete. The NLA has made significant investment in nation-building activities. Among them are the construction of health, sporting, cultural, educational, and community facilities. Additionally, they continue to provide funding to non-governmental organizations and individuals throughout the Tri-Island state. I support the NLA's mandate because I can see where the money goes.
Playing the games of the NLA guarantees support for sports, culture, and nation building throughout the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Granville, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. You see that? About them that them make hard on them. Me I talk to you, man. But you are 92. Yeah. You need the number one run, man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. You number one. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
and good evening, sports fans. The 2024 Paralympic Games kicked off with a spectacular outdoor opening ceremony today and will run until September the 8th. Organizers are already touting it as one of the records for the books, with an all-time high number of delegations, female athlete participation, and global broadcasters covering the event. It's the first Summer Paralympic Games to take place in France and the first time since COVID-19 that the Games have taken place. Grenada's delegation include male athlete Tyler Smith, a student at the J.W. Fletcher Secondary School. He's the 2022 Commonwealth Games bronze medalist in the discus. He'll participate in the F63 shot for men. The female representative is Aishana Charles, who competes in the F46 javelin and F46 shot put. It's her second Paralympic Games. She was a member of the first ever Grenada team in 2021 in Tokyo. The coach of the two-member athletic team is Bassanio Nicholas, a level 1 coach who's worked with para-athletes over the last year and a half. The Grenada delegation was led by Alvin Clouden, Chief of Mission and General Secretary of the Grenada Paralympic Committee. Meanwhile, the Republic Bank CPL officially bowls off tomorrow night with Grenada's Teddy Bishop and the Falcons clashing with the Patriots from 7 p.m. The Patriots boast the likes of fellow Grenadian Ryan John and Andre Fletcher. Trinbago Knight Riders stand as the most successful team with 4 titles in its name. Founded in 2013, it replaced the Caribbean 2020 as the top T20 competition in the region. CPL is a popular cricket tournament with teams across the Caribbean sponsored by the Republic Bank, and therefore this is also officially called the Republic Bank CPL. This league features a total of 6 teams which compete in the double round robin and playoffs format. First, the teams compete in the league matches, and then the top 4 teams on the points table move to the playoff or knockout stage of the tournament, which ultimately leads to the finale or the finals of the league. Grenada's Joshua Sylvester failed to qualify for the 400-meter semifinals at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships taking place in Lima, Peru. Running out of lane 2 in his heat, he finished 6th in a time of 48.49. Sylvester is part of an 11-member contingent participating and attending the championship. The team includes Ethan Sam, Emilio Bishop, Samuel Green, and Taegon Peterkin. Also on the team is Shaquane Toussaint, Devaney Ferguson, Gembron Mathlin, and Quanell Pierre. Desiree Stevens is the team manager, with Wayne McSween serving as head coach.
We are here in Peru, a 10-member team, 8 athletes, 2 official, and on Friday we begin our relay walk where we'll have both 4x1 and 4x4 into the heats. Hopefully they get through and move on. Hopefully they perform as expected and really give us some good showing. And the final comes up on Saturday night just before the close of the games here in Lima, Peru.
The 2024 World Athletics Under-20 Championships bring together the world's best junior athletes. In previous editions of the championship, Grenada has done reasonably well. Granny James won gold in the 400 meters in 2008 and in 2010, while Janelle Redhead won a bronze medal in the 200 meters in 2008. In 2016, Anderson Peters won bronze in the javelin event. And host West Indies secured a 3-0 series sweep over visiting South Africa with an 8-wicket victory in a rain-affected 3rd T20 International at the Brian Lara Cricket Stadium in Tarouba on Tuesday. In the match that was shortened to 13 overs per side, the West Indies restricted South Africa to 108 for 4 from their 13 overs, thanks to an excellent 2 for 14 from 2 overs for man of the match from Mario Shepherd. Tristan Stubbs was the main scorer for South Africa with 40 from 15 balls, including 5 fours and 3 sixes, while Ryan Rickleton made 27 off 24 balls at the top of the innings. Chasing a revised target of 116 in their 13 overs, the hosts made light work of it, using only 9.2 overs to secure the win and the series sweep. Man of the series, Shea Hope, led the way with 42 off 24 balls, while Nicholas Perrin continued the excellent form he's shown in the last few months all over the world with 35 off just 13 balls, including 2 4s and 4 6s. Shimron Hetmeyer also looked good for his 31 off 17 balls. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. The government of St. Lucia has unveiled plans to boost math performance in schools following disappointing regional exam results. This time, they're going to focus on early childhood education, infrastructure improvements, and teacher training.
Education Minister Sean Edward unveiled plans to boost math performance in schools following disappointing regional exam results. The minister expressed concern over recent Caribbean Examinations Council results. He highlighted the government's commitment to improving math education.
You'd have heard of CXC, CSEC results and CAPE results coming out only 2 days ago. And one of the things that has startled the region is that Caribbean students are passing mathematics at a rate of 36%. And that is not good enough in mathematics. Our children have done well overall, but mathematics continues to be a sub point for the region and for St. Lucia. And the Prime Minister, in his wisdom, has given the Ministry of Education an extra $250,000 to improve mathematics instruction in schools.
Edward emphasized the broader impact of math skills. Officials say improved math performance is crucial for students' future academic and career prospects. The ministry also aims to address learning gaps exacerbated by the pandemic.
Our children were impacted by COVID, and from the Ministry of Finance, the Prime Minister has given us in excess of $200,000 for the provision of additional counselors in schools. The Viewfort Comprehensive, they provide both CSEC programming and CAPE, meaning what you call the regular CXC and the A-levels. And we're saying that at a school where you have a staff complement in excess of 100 and almost 1,000 students, we needed to strengthen the administrative capacity of the Viewfort Comprehensive School. And that is why today we have installed at the Viewfort Comprehensive Secondary School a second vice principal. So there is one principal who provides general oversight for the school, and she is ably assisted by 2 vice principals who can focus on specific aspects of the school's operation to make that school even more efficient than it has been, where on the regional landscape they continue to represent St. Lucia outstandingly.
The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said that big polluters have a clear responsibility to cut emissions or risk a worldwide catastrophe.
For the Pacific, this is the single most greatest crisis. People are literally moving away from their homes. I spoke with a chief of a really the most remote island in the Federated States of Micronesia before I came to the summit, who said that homes have been washed away in the last year. Just imagine roofs of built houses in the ocean, and they're still waiting for support 1 year on. Seawalls need to be built, and entire communities are relocating. I've spoken with Tuvalu's new Prime Minister since I've been here, and he told me that they're in the process of ratifying a treaty with Australia following their bold proposition that they will continue to be a country even even when Tuvalu was underwater. So these are heads of state, Pacific leaders, prime ministers, looking to the future that their land will be underwater. So a very real issue for the people on the ground. Here in Tonga, Antonio Guterres visited communities that have been impacted here. There was the Hungatonga Hungaha Pai volcanic eruption not too long ago, and the impacts are still being felt from that as well. You can see the water lapping at the shores here, and people have told me that they too are really concerned about sea level rise and looking at relocating themselves in Tonga.
The World Health Organization has already declared Mpox a global health emergency. And now, a new strain of the virus is rapidly spreading across parts of Africa, leading to a new surge of infections. The epicenter of the outbreak is the Democratic Republic of Congo, where more than 16,500 cases have been recorded this year, resulting in 570 deaths. In neighboring Burundi, one of the world's poorest nations, there's been a steep rise in cases as well that is worrying medical authorities.
At one of the largest medical centers in Burundi's biggest city, staff here are battling to both treat the people coming into this facility and to monitor how far and fast the Mpox virus is spreading.
I had swollen lymph nodes. It was so painful I couldn't sleep. Then the pain subsided up here and it moved to my legs. But I am better now.
They are currently treating 55 cases here. There are 4 suspected cases that just walked in, and their status will be confirmed after a lab result. I'm just outside the men's unit, and normally you wouldn't see these orange or red tapes here, but this is a form of isolating those who are being treated and the rest of the community that may walk in to seek services in this facility. Burundi is seeing a surge in Mpox cases. Medical officials here are concerned about limited resources. There's only one testing laboratory in the whole country, insufficient testing kits and no vaccines. Access to basic resources like water is also limited.
This is a real challenge. The fact that diagnosis is only done in one place, this delays detecting new cases. Health centres are calling the laboratory saying they have suspected cases, but it takes time for teams from the lab to deploy to where the suspected cases are to take samples. And it takes even more time to release the test results.
The epicenter of Africa's current healthcare crisis is neighboring DRC, less than 20 miles from here. What is crucial for health officials here in Burundi is that people understand the dangers of this disease, but that hasn't got through yet, and it will take time. Public awareness about Mpox is quite limited here. Most of those we spoke to do not even know what it is. Those who do are not aware that it is spreading in their country. This lack of awareness means that while on one side of Bujumbura town, efforts are being made to help those affected survive and recover, elsewhere, life carries on as usual. Containment is difficult, making the need for an adequate vaccine even more urgent. Marcy Juma, BBC News, Bujumbura, Burundi.
And that's what's been happening around the globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. The deaths of 2 babies at the General Hospital triggers internal investigation. Sybil Francis sworn in as the National Democratic Congress new senator to replace Jonathan McCratt. And Prime Minister leads trade and investment mission to Guyana. In regional news, St. Lucia's education minister announces math initiative following CXC's failing grades report. And internationally, UN chief warns that surging seas are coming for all of us. In sports, Falcons and Patriots to clash in Republic Bank CPL opener tomorrow. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a repeat at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.